So this woman is walking down the street and she sees a new store that wasn't there the day before. She goes inside and she's looking around and there's all these suits of armor everywhere. And she's like, that's weird. And then behind the counter, the shopkeeper looks up at her and he's like, only the dead can see this place. She's like, oh, okay. She turns around and she sees this mirror on the wall and she looks in it and there's no reflection. She's like, oh my God, am I dead? The shopkeeper's like, well, you're either dead or it's 6:05 a.m. She's like, what? What time is it? He's like, it's 6:05 a.m. And she's like, oh, okay. She looks in the mirror again, and sure enough, there's this little tiny sliver of light coming in from the side that just barely illuminates the tip of her nose. And so she's standing there in the store for what seems like an eternity, watching the sun come up over the horizon, the sky going from black to blue, the birds starting to chirp, the leaves rustling in the wind. And the whole time she's thinking, am I dead? Is this what it's like to be dead? And finally, when the sun rises above the buildings in the distance and the sky is filled with the golden hues of morning, she turns back to the mirror and the sliver of light has reached her eyes. At that moment, she realizes she isn't dead. It's just 6:05 a.m. and she's in a really dark place. But the scariest part of this story is that as she turns to leave the shop, the shopkeeper is still sitting there behind the counter. But now his face is illuminated by the rising sun and he's smiling at her and he has these sharp little fangs that are just barely visible under his skin. And he says, well, go welcome to Shop 47, where the living come to buy things they do and need, and the dead come to buy things they can't afford. And she screams and runs out of the store, tripping over her own feet as she tries to get away. But the scariest part is, was she ever really there at all? Or was she just a figment of the shopkeeper's imagination? A dream that he had while standing in his eternally dark shop? Who knows? Not me. I'm just the narrator. All I do is stand here and deliver exposition. I have no idea what's happening. But hey, it's a cool story, right?